else? Yes, ma'am.
Hello. We had an opportunity at the Northern California regional meeting, and a lot of what we learned was how to go forward with the rules process and making proposals. And based on some conversations that we had up there and afterwards with coaches down in our area, we've kind of come up with a proposal, and we'd like your feedback regarding gym hopping. I know we all deal with it. Kids either approach you mid-season wanting to come to your gym, or they want to leave you to go to the team that's winning, or what, vice versa. And our concept basically is that USASF make a rule that once they are, remember they brought up that they have to be, next year they have to be a member of your gym, no matter what level, not just world teams. On top of that, basically, once they are a member of your gym, that's it. They cannot leave that year, unless you move or whatever stipulation they were kind of talking about. But
Or if you're Reggie Bush.
we don't need to talk about my alma mater right now. But I know that this is a topic that affects every single one of us. So what are your thoughts on that stuff?
Further extend on that, one thing that I was just thinking today actually is, what if we actually I like your idea, what if we extend it to, in order for them to leave the next year, they have to be in good standing with us, pay their bills, not leave us with
They leave
bills.
because they owe you money.
Since we're going with ethics, let's all be for each other and say, you know what, this kid owes this much money, they're registered, you know what, you can't cheer anywhere until you pay that off to whoever.
And that has been brought up and has actually been moved forward in the conversation. I know specifically in California, and I'm sure a lot of other states have the same thing, you cannot ever discuss their finances with anybody else without getting yourself in trouble. But you can say they have not fulfilled their contractual obligations. So I can tell you right now, I'm gonna get to you in just a second, is none of this is gonna be possible, and she knows this, we talked about this ad nauseum, until we can get the athlete database up and running, we can track the athletes themselves. But other than that, how do we know this kid's Susie, now she signs up as Jennifer? You just don't know.
I have a real problem with fiscal parts being a part of that, because if I'm sitting here and I have someone that owes me money, I take them off a team. That's how I run my gym. Within a month, they're off a team if they don't pay. So because I'm running my gym right and they jump to another gym, you aren't running your gym right and you get a $2,000 bill, and that athlete, you finally, the next year they want to come over. I don't think I'm owed anything to you money-wise. I run my gym right so that I'm not owed money, and that's why I'm successful. So, it's like Visa and American Express. American Express will give you a card even if you owe on Visa. I'm running a business, and your fiscal problem is not mine. But I agree with the gym jumping and leaving, but I do think there's got to be some stipulations. If a coach doesn't get along, like I had a coach in town that was verbally abusive to a kid mid-season, and that kid was not going back in that gym, and granted, it was my gym. I actually had a problem with the coach, and the coach is no longer there, but that kid deserved to go somewhere else, and it's not even to me, it was to someone else. So I think there's got to be a lot of stipulations.
You're saying you guys have an agreement, you can release them to the other program.
But I could see other people not releasing them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could see them saying, no, I'm going to keep that kid locked up.
Well, that's how was the CIF rule, or even college football players, if they decide not to play it through a season and they want to go to another school, that's fine. They just can't finish playing that season. They have to wait till the next year.
I think it's a great idea, but I think that you really have to be very specific about the USASF's role in adjudicating that, because I don't think the USASF wants to be in the job of deciding about people's financial stuff. You don't even want to know about it. And the only other thing I thought about with it is, what if I'm a jerk and I kick a kid off my team?
Yeah, we're halfway there, but
And she wants
we've been friends for years, yeah.
and so say that I kick a kid off my team, and the kid goes over and wants to go to Lauren's gym and be on her team.
And I'll take it.
And I don't want to release their USSF thing, so I just keep stalling on it or whatever. I think there has to be a method
Appeal
for both
process.
athletes
Absolutely.
and coaches.
So we're just saying,
to
it's got to be some kind of appeal
adjudicate.
process to get it worked out.
And that costs money.
Absolutely.
There's a current system in Germany, and they take care of this exact same problem. They've had it going for the last 10 years, and it works pretty good.
Cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, so basically, like USASF as a federation has a director, like a regional director for each region, and they will give out passes. So basically, if you have 100 kids in your gym, your director sends the names and information of all those 100 kids to the regional director, and they give them a pass number with a photo of that person. Therefore, they have that pass for the whole season. Every time they go to a USASF competition example, they'll show their pass with their current pass number, and that controls and tracks that person throughout the season. Then they have a 3-month period that they can change gyms. Like, it has to be a 3-month time period before they can change another gym. That way they have a 3-month of them. And it works really, really good.
But in Texas, if somebody wants to leave our gym, we have a buyout clause, and they, within 10 days, can buy themselves out or pay it out through the season. If another gym recruits, there's a law in Texas that says you're not allowed to interfere between contract between two parties. So if another gym recruits my kids,
So you have some of the legal law.
there's a legal law that says you can't interfere between contract between the two parties that sign that have a written contract in place. So we have an attorney that just makes a phone call and says, hey. It works. And our buyout contract typically works. We have a couple folks try not to pay it, and we're taking small claims to court and typically get a judgment against them. So.
Wow. Yeah, I want to talk to you more about that.
And this subject that everybody's talking about was a really, really key subject that the World Sport Accord actually, when they currently had the meeting in Dubai and decided about the Olympics and everything, this was a very important thing they looked at that the states didn't have, and it was a crucial decision-making point that they're looking at the sport of cheerleading in the states and saying, hey, look, they don't have a way that they're checking their athletes as far as age. Kids are jumping from gyms to gyms, and it's a big thing, an important thing to take care of.